Excuse me? Yeah, maybe we should have him do it.
Good evening, and welcome to the December 10th meeting of the Santa Monica City Council. Could we have Vice Mayor Lana Negrete lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And clerk, can you call the roll call?
Councilmember Zwick, absent at the moment. Councilmember Parra,
Here.
Councilmember Davis.
Here.
Councilmember Terosis,
Here.
Councilmember De La Torre.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Negrete.
Here.
And Mayor Brock.
Here.
Okay, we'll now move on to public input. Public comment is permitted only on items not on the agenda that are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the city. State law prohibits the city council from taking any action on items not listed on the agenda, including issues raised under this agenda item. And we have about 22 speakers for this item. I'm going to call some names. Hopefully they're all in here or they can hear. I'm going to call the first 5 names: Jerry Rubin, Andrew Hoyer, Jadaf Serlin, John Medlin, and Jessica Yingling. I'm going to call those names again in case some are out in the hallway. Jerry Rubin, Andrew Hoyer, Jadaf Serlin, John Medlin, Jessica Yingling. Okay, you may proceed, Mr. Rubin.
Thank you very much. Jerry Rubin, Santa Monica resident. I'm a member of the Urban Forest Task Force, and I'm just speaking for myself. And I want to just promote gratitude today. I want to wish everyone a happy holiday and a wonderful new year. It'll be our 150th anniversary of the start of Santa Monica next year, and it's going to be a positive, beautiful future. I want to show utmost gratitude to you, Mayor Brock, Councilmember De La Torre, Councilmember Parra, former Mayor, Councilmember Davis, for your ongoing service to the community. I know you'll all stay active. And I want to promote a positive energy for the new elected officials that are going to take over and serve our community well for many years. I want to say a lot of gratitude to 2 wonderful staff people, David Martin in the Planning Department. I understand his last meeting would be at the Planning Commission on the 18th. Wonderful. And just hearing about you, City Manager David White, that you're going to be leaving in February. Thank you so much. Deep gratitude for your service to Santa Monica. So I just want to say we can all work together. We can find solutions. I don't want to hear about 4-3 majorities or 5-2 or 6-1. It's 7-0 for Santa Monica and a positive future. Let's do that. And for you, our next mayor, Negrete, I want to wish you the utmost best of health and happiness in the future. And thank you so much. And all the other council members and city staff that are here today, and the police, fellow Santa Monicans, and all the good work that you do. Thank you.
Andrew Hoyer. Is Andrew Hoyer in here?
Madam Clerk, I'm told that they can't hear the TV screens out in the foyer, so you may be calling names, but they're not hearing them.
But I see that one of our staff members is walking outside to try and use her best coach voice.
Jadaf Serlin.
Hi.
Before you start, City Clerk, Nikki, is there a way to turn the volume up on the TVs out in the hallway so that
I don't know what the issue is. Yeah, that's what she's trying to figure out right now.
they are?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I'm sorry, you may begin.
Am I up?
You're on.
Okay. Okay. Hi, my name is Judith Serlin, and I am from Teamsters Local 911, and we represent the employees, the skilled public service employees and BBB employees in the city. And we want to salute those who engaged in the political process and to those who served, and congratulate the people who will now serve the city of Santa Monica. As Teamsters, we're concerned about the services that the city provides to the residents of Santa Monica and the employees who provide them. We need to focus on these basic services and the employees who provide them in order to build a better Santa Monica. And together, we really will make a difference. We again salute everyone here from this, and sorry to hear that you will be leaving, David. We look forward to working together in the next year. So Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to call Andrew Hoyer again, just in case he's here. He's here. I'm sorry.
Okay, tried to get in. There was a big line outside. Good evening. My name is Andrew Hoyer, and I am the president of Santa Monica Mid-City Neighbors, and I am also the sustainability liaison for the Environment, Health, and Safety Department at UCLA. But tonight, I am speaking as the chair of the Urban Forest Task Force. I'm here to congratulate you on your successful campaigns, and I wish you all the best going forward. Last week, I met Shannon Perry. She is the director of the Office of Sustainability and the Environment. When she learned that I was on the task force, the first words out of her mouth were, "We need to get started on that private tree ordinance again." I informed her that we finished the preliminary work on the Urban Forest Conservation Ordinance right before COVID-19 wrecked our economy. All that is needed now is for the City Council to direct staff to work on it. We are all aware that the majority of the new council supports the creation of more housing here in Santa Monica. We also know that the creation of housing generates significant carbon pollution. How are you planning to sequester more carbon that will be produced to meet your housing goals? 3 of the new members are 36 years old, and I hope to believe that they are concerned about the future of our planet as well as our city. One of them has even served on the task force I now chair. Sustainability is all the rage these days, and as Santa Monica wraps up its celebration of 30 years of sustainability, perhaps they can do 2 things. First, pledge to never build housing on the airport land, and second, direct city staff to work on the private tree ordinance. Thank you.
They upped it to Phil.
Okay.
Next speaker is, John Medlin.
Thank you. To the 4 people leaving tonight, thank you for your service, especially Phil Brock and Oscar De La Torre. I also thank David White for the hard work he's done in the last 3 years. Since January the 21st, 2017, I have worked actively for Democrats to win houses in Congress and the White House. 7 weeks ago, in this very meeting, we had people, 2 weeks before the election, we had 2 people who lost control and brought up 5-year-old allegations of anti-Semitism and racism. In 2008, an old senator was running for the presidency against a new rookie senator whose name was Barack Hussein Obama. Okay, John McCain would not permit any of his staff or his supporters focus on that. John McCain lost. So, when this outburst occurred 7 weeks ago in these same chambers, to the extent these 2 people lost control, and you had a back and forth to the extent they had to be asked to leave. The 4 people who come on board tonight, what did they do? Did they disavow those comments? No. Was that shameful silence? Or was it a profile in courage like John McCain? You guys are taking office. What's the most number one priority of all governments throughout history? Public safety. If you don't believe that, ask the people in Syria what happened over the weekend. So please, when you move forward into your new positions, put public safety first. Everything becomes secondary. Do not continue shameful silence. And for those of you who worked hard for us, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So if I could put a pause on this, it sounds like a lot of people are signed up under general public input that should have been signed up under item 2. So if it's okay with the council, I'm just going to call all the public input at
That's
once. And so I'm going to back up a little bit because we have a lot of elected officials who are here to give words. So I'm going to move them up to the front of the line so they can attend other meetings in the region. So I'm going to call the names. Assembly Member Rick Zabur and his field representative Robbie Steinberg. And I'm going to call some more names. So you can all just line up, please, by the podium.
Nikki?
County Assessor Jeffrey Prang and his field representative Ian May. West Hollywood Mayor John Erickson and Vice Mayor Chelsea Byers. And then we have attending in lieu of Congress member Ted Lieu, we have Joey Apodaca. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. On behalf of, Board of Equalization member Tony Vasquez, we have Juan Flores. And then on behalf of LA County Supervisor Lindsay Horvath, we have Zach Gadditz. Okay, you may begin, Assembly Member, and I'm sorry you were going to speak for additional time, if that's okay with the council?
Yes, it is.
Okay, you may proceed. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, your mic's not on.
Good evening. Thank you so much. I'm Rick Chavez-Zabur, the Assembly Member for the 51st District, proud to represent Santa Monica in the State Assembly, and I'm very honored and glad to be here today, both to honor and thank our outgoing elected officials and welcome and celebrate those who have been newly elected. You know, public service is a call to action, a call to work in the service of our fellow citizens. Today, I want to thank the 4 public servants who are departing the Santa Monica City Council, the Honorable Glenn Davis, Honorable Phil Brock, Honorable Christine Pata, and Honorable Oscar De La Torre. You know, as I've come to learn, it's not easy to be an elected official, navigating the many voices, some of which are loud and strong, and the many different points of view. I want to thank each of you for your years of service and your dedication to the residents of the city of Santa Monica. It does not go unnoticed. In particular, I would like to celebrate our 2 mayors who are departing, former Mayor Glenn Davis and current Mayor Phil Brock. To many in this city, Mayor Brock has become synonymous with Santa Monica. His energy, enthusiasm, and devotion to Santa Monica are truly admirable. His love for Santa Monica is clear, and he is one of the key cheerleaders for the city, and his dedication to protecting the quality of life for residents in Santa Monica is without question. And then, of course, there's former Mayor Glenn Davis. When I decided to seek office, one of the first calls I made was to Mayor Davis to seek her advice and counsel. Her dedication to progressive policy solutions is unmatched, and she has played a pivotal role in making Santa Monica a trailblazer with innovative solutions in the areas of housing, climate change, clean energy, and social justice. In fact, a number of my bills, including the California Housing Security Act and AB 39, my local electrification measure, were inspired by Santa Monica programs that were launched during Councilmember and Mayor Davis's tenure and supported by many of you on this dais. She's been a true leader, creating innovative policies that echo from Santa Monica across the state of California. I want to thank David White for his service to the city. And while we're losing 4 dedicated public service, I know we are also in good hands as we welcome our new class of elected officials. Congratulations to our re-elected school board members, Jennifer Smith, John Keene, and Maria Leon Vasquez. Congratulations to our new and re-elected rent control board members, Kay Ambrose and Phyllis Dudick. Congratulations to our new and re-elected college board trustees, Dr. Margaret Quinones-Perez, Rob Greenstein-Rader, and Anastasia Foster. And finally, congratulations to our newly elected city council members, Ellis Raskin, Dan Hall, Barry Snell, and Natalia Zernaskaya. I'm particularly delighted to see Every community deserves a seat at the table, but I'm particularly delighted to see that we have new LGBTQ representation on the council that has been restored since Judy Abdo was elected a number of decades ago. And as I hope you all know, whether you're an incoming or an outgoing member of the council, whether you're a veteran or newly elected, I take my responsibility as your assembly member with great seriousness. I view our roles as public officials as a partnership. I will always have an open door for each and every one of you. While we may not always agree on every issue, it's my job as your assembly member to work with each of you to build a better Santa Monica, and I look forward to doing exactly that. Together, I'm confident that we can continue to improve the lives of the people that we represent together and continue this community's long history of innovation, social justice, and effective governance. My hearty congratulations and thanks to all of you. We've got certificates, which we will be delivering later on, so thank you all very much.
Next is LA County Assessor Jeffrey Prang and his field rep Ian May.
Good evening, everyone. I hate to disappoint you all, but the assessor is not here. It'll just be his field representative. That being said, Mr. Mayor and all the honorable members of the City Council, thank you so much for having us here. And I just want to acknowledge that we are here today to honor the past, present, and future members of the City Council. There are many voices in the city of Santa Monica, but very few are given the honor and are given the trust and respect of enough of their peers to be sitting on this city council meeting. And I think it's important to acknowledge the hard work that you guys have undertaken during your tenures. There's some good moments and there's a lot of bad moments, but at the same time, we all do it for the betterment of our community. And you guys have truly demonstrated through your hard work, through your determination to make this city better, that you guys have the best interests of the city at heart. And on behalf of Los Angeles County Assessor Jeff Prang, I just want to acknowledge that. So on behalf of Assessor Prang, I want to honor the Honorable Oscar De La Torre, the Honorable Ellis Raskin, the Honorable Glenn Davis, and of course, with this amazing proclamation right here, the Honorable Phil Brock, Mayor of the Santa Monica City Council. Your hard work and dedication to the city have left a lasting legacy, making Santa Monica a more prosperous community than before. Congratulations and best wishes for continued success in your next chapter of your service.
Thank you very much.
Yes, of course.
Mayor John Erickson.
We should do a photo with Rick.
You want to take it? Okay, that's fine.
Hello, everyone. Mayor John Erickson. I know it's always hard to follow the LA County Assessor's Office, but here we are. It's so great to be here with you all today, my fellow comrades in arms that have elected office and City of Santa Monica. Some of you are departing, some of you are welcoming onto the dais, and what I gotta say is thank you for your commitment to our regional solutions. Thank you to committing yourselves to make sure our communities are safe. Thank you for committing yourself to make sure that we're dealing with homelessness. Thank you for making sure our renters stay housed. And thank you for making sure, especially in the beautiful city of Santa Monica, that we're addressing climate change and building housing and doing all that we can to make sure that, as the assembly member said, we're all playing a part in this beautiful community. I know many of you, if not all of you, and it's great to see and have shared so many memories. And to our new colleagues that will be soon up here, congratulations. You've made it across that finish line. We're so excited to start working with you on a lot of great stuff. To the outgoing council members, thank you for dedicating your lives to making our cities better. That's exactly why we put our name on a ballot and say, vote for me. It's the scariest thing not many people will do. And so thank you for saying that I want to serve and make my community better. And a point of personal privilege to Gleam, council member, mayor, friend. You've been always an exemplary public servant. You've been a friend to me. We've served on the Clean Power Alliance board. We've always sat next to each other. We've never gotten in trouble for sitting next to each other, but you've always led steadfast in your commitment to your city, to your causes, and to your moral obligation to make the world a better place. I'm better for knowing you, and the world is better for having you in this office. And I would love to invite my colleagues up to say a few words as well.
Thank you. Good evening, Vice Mayor Chelsea Byers, City of West Hollywood. I'm here with Councilmember-elect Danny Hang as well. We're just so honored to be with you to celebrate this remarkable achievement for many of you and just celebrate the success of our outgoing leadership as well. I do want to make one special note for the Honorable Gleam Davis. As someone who's been deeply touched by your leadership in such a profound and lasting way, it's important for me to note especially that the balance of women in West Side leadership will be smaller after this election. We have more women stepping out of leadership than stepping into leadership after this election. And your leadership as a woman on this council hasn't been just as a woman. It's been bringing a deep feminist inclusive lens to the issues that are most pressing of our time: housing, transportation, sustainability, homelessness. And that is a part of your lasting legacy that I will hold deeply as I move forward in my leadership. So thank you so much for touching us in the way you have and for your work in this community.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, and Honorable Council. My name is Danny Hang, and I'm the new council member-elect for the City of West Hollywood. To the outgoing members, thank you so much for your service. To Gleam Davis, thank you for your advice and guidance during my campaign a couple of months ago. Appreciated your kind words of wisdom, and it paid off. Thank you. And to the incoming members, Dan, Natalia, Barry, and Ellis, congratulations. We all ran together at the same time, and we did it. The community spoke. Thank you so much. Take care.
We have proclamations for you, so enjoy.
Okay. Next is Joey Apodaca.
Thank you, Mayor Brock, members of the council, for being here, for inviting us on this momentous occasion. Congressman Liu, he began his career 2 decades ago as a member of the city council over in Torrance. And he's worked every level of government since, the Assembly, the State Senate, now the United States Congress. And he will easily tell you that some of the hardest work that he got done was at the city council level. This is where the rubber hits the road. You guys are getting emails and texts, at hours that are certainly outside of normal business hours. And in addition to all that, all the dedication that you put into this role, I know that each and every one of you have performed in your private capacity before you got here and even during your time here. And I know that you guys will be working for your community after you leave here. So thank you so much for your service. It is certainly not easy, but the community thanks you. And to the incoming members, please know that Congressman Liu's office is here to assist in any way that we can, especially as it pertains to the federal government and any federal agency problems that your constituents are experiencing. Please know that our doors and our phone lines are open for you. Thank you so much. Take care.
Please extend our thanks to Ted.
I certainly will.
Thank you very much.
And in this for a minute, there's our elected officials do want to take a photo with the outgoing council members. So if I can ask Council Member Davis, Para.
We have another couple of minutes. We have
I'm sorry.
the Honorable former Mayor of Santa Monica and a member of the State Board of Equalization who's at the podium.
Yes.
Tony?
How are we doing? Yeah, my staff was supposed to be here, but I decided to come because I know many of you folks here. Actually, I had an opportunity to serve with Gleam Davis, former mayor, and the others in the community. But I just wanted to, one, give my congratulations, and I have proclamations, especially for those that are stepping out. Christina Para, for your service. Of course, Mayor and Councilmember Gleam Davis. For Mayor Brock, for the Honorable also Oscar de la Torre. And for those that are coming in, congratulate those, especially the young, as I'm looking at some of these youngsters coming in. I was just in Sacramento last week, and I think we have like 6 new, between Assembly and Senators, that are all going to be under 35 years old. I mean, my son is older than that. So it's really aging us. But at the end of the day, I think it's good to have the next generation come up, step up, and just wanted to lend my support, whatever we can do, especially at the state level. By all means, feel free to reach out. So I'll leave these proclamations here with you, and thank you for your service, and looking forward to working with you years to come.
Thank you, Tony.
If I could have all of our regional elected officials, please come to the well for a photo, and council members Para, Davis, Mayor Brock, and Councilmember De La Torre, if you could please step into the front to take a photo.
Are you gonna stand behind them?
Just worded.
Wait, are we standing behind them? Like this light?
Yeah, the lighting is good.
Lighting is like very days of our lives.
What happened at home?
Megan thought the baby was like sick, and I was like, the baby's not sick, and then we had to take her
Well,
into the
baby
hospital.
could be sick.
And not the hospital, the doctor, and the doctor was like, the baby's not sick, so I was like,
Well, it's okay, family first.
It's scary when you have a newborn, especially with like stuffy noses and.
yeah, you're not supposed to get a fever. Are we supposed to be in this?
I don't know.
Are we in this or out of this?
Out of it?
I mean, you can stay in the back. But
Yeah,
it's
okay,
not
Photo
very-
bomb?
okay. I said yes to being in the back.
Bunny ears though. You're like right behind him. You might have to be right here.
No, I'll be in there. I feel very center.
You got it? Great.
It's gonna be a long meeting.
I know, this
family's
is
like
gonna
all
be
weary.
really long. I'm ready for a snack.
I know. Is it weird for us to go back there?
Okay, is Nick Ferries here on behalf of State Senator Ben Allen? Nick Ferries?
I wonder if
We might need to go outside and ask, because they can't hear, right, on the TV?
No, they can, it's up, but it's
there's
loud in
some
the
sort of
hallway.
vibration or something that they're getting.
Nick Ferries could please report to the chamber so you can give your public comment, please.
Your luggage.
Here he comes.
Family have luggage for place.
So next is Zach Gaditz, or Gadzik, I'm sorry. Gadzik? Gadzik, I'm sorry.
There's Nick. There's Nick too.
Oh, there's.
Okay, that's fine, he's
Nick,
next.
you want to go first? Whatever you. We'll save the best for last.
A lot of speakers coming up.
Hello. Hi, I'm Nick Ferries. I'm here on behalf of Senator Ben Allen, and I would like to present some certificates for the outgoing board members. So on behalf of Senator Allen, we're presenting this in grateful recognition, gleam of your 15 years of service on the Santa Monica City Council. Thank you very much. Your steadfast leadership, commitment to public service, and dedicated engagement with our community are sincerely appreciated. Senator Allen is honored to represent you in the California State Senate and wishes you continued success in all of your future endeavors. Thank you. Mayor Phil Brock, we'd like to present this in grateful recognition of your term on the Santa Monica City Council, your dedicated engagement with our community, and commitment to serving Santa Monica in all the various capacities that you do is sincerely appreciated. Thank you. Sorry about that. Christine Para, thank you very much for your service on the Santa Monica City Council. Your leadership and commitment to public service are deeply appreciated. And last but not least, Oscar De La Torre, thank you very much for your commitment to public service and dedication to youth and our marginalized communities in Santa Monica. Your service is admirable. We thank you. So I will hold these until the end of the meeting to present.
Hand those to
Where should I
Nikki.
place them?
Yeah, the clerk will take them from
All
you.
right, perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, Zach Gadzik, did I get it right this time?
Yeah, close enough. That works. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Zachary Geidzik, and I'm here on behalf of LA County Supervisor Lindsay Horvath to say a few nice words in thanks for those outgoing council members, but also in congratulations of our incoming ones. So, to those that are going out, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your work for all of these years. While it might look super fun and exciting when you're watching all the political drama, whether it's Veep or any movie, or I'm aging myself here, but The West Wing, it's exciting, it's fun, it's enthralling. But the reality is it's work. It's a lot of really hard work
that goes late nights, just making these important decisions, having these important discussions that really shape how our city will be moving forward. So thank you for all of that work that you have done. It means so much. And I say this not only as a representative, but I say this also as someone who grew up here in Santa Monica, from Will Rogers to John Adams Middle School to Santa Monica High School and Santa Monica College. Thank you for all that you have done for my city. And to our incoming council members, I just want to make sure that it is very clear that the county is here to support you in any way that we can, in any capacity that we can. We know that when we look at the greatest challenges that we have across the region and here in Santa Monica, whether it is homelessness or climate change or transportation issues or so many other things, the only way we are going to solve these problems is together. And so please know that you will have a friend at Supervisor Horvath's office always. And I also just want to show off the very fancy pieces of paper we prepared for our outgoing council members. And I'm not saying that ours are the nicest, but I just want to show.
They are pretty nice.
And my understanding, Zach, is that they are all hand done.
Yes, hand paint. We have an
Your
army.
boss told me that last week.
Yes, we have a whole army of graphic designers. They're paid very to do it, but yes. So thank you for all you do.
Thank you so much, Zach. And thank you for being a child of Santa Monica.
Okay. I do have a few other elected officials on the list that were not listed to speak, but they are on the list, so I just want to make sure that they're recognized. From the city of Culver City, council members Yasmin Imani McCoran and Bubba Fish. Are you present?
I don't see them right now. Oh,
I mean, we can try, but we're gonna keep going.
Is coming, yes.
Okay, we're gonna keep it moving in the meantime, and we'll see what goes. Okay, and in addition, U.S. Senator Alex Padilla and former U.S. Senator LaFonza Butler send their regards, and they have some certificates for the outgoing council members. I'm now gonna return to the rest of the public comment list.
can I hold 1 second, Nikki? I wanted to mention because some of my predecessors happen to be here tonight, and I understand we're joining the former Mayor's Club. So I know Pam O'Connor is here. Tony Vasquez is here. Are there any other mayors in the room that I can't see right now?
Ted Winter, Judy Abdo,
Oh, there's Judy Abdo is here. Paul Rosenstein is here. Denny Zane is here. Mayors, can you stand up if you're able, please? I know this work takes a lot out of you. Oh, and Reverend Khan is here as well. Thank you so much for your service to our city.
Okay, I'm gonna call 5 names, and I'm gonna call them twice in case some people are stuck in the hallway. Let's see. Jessica Yingling, Danielle Wilson, David Watley, Jonathan Foster. I'm gonna call those names again. Jessica Yingling, Danielle Wilson, David Watley, Jonathan Foster. If you could please come into the chambers. All right, I'm going to keep it going. I'll come back to those. Catherine Bull. Catherine Bull, Jolie Sherwood, Denise Barton. Okay, Wade Kelly. Janet McLaughlin. Catherine, oh, you're there. Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't see. You may proceed. Oh, it is now.
Now it is. Okay, I have my antique teleprompter here with me. I wanted to speak on Phil Brock. My name is Catherine Boole, and yes, I am Phil's longtime friend, partner, sidekick. So you might think that I'm biased, but I'm speaking from an objective point of view as a witness. And I'm a witness to the time and dedication that Mayor Brock has invested into the city of Santa Monica. From residents to city employees, engineers, painters, janitors, security guards, fire, police. He learns everybody's story, everybody's name, and he often talks about them and thanks them. He knows who really runs this city. Phil Brock has done whatever he could do to try to bring the homeless situation under control, and it's a very, almost impossible thing to control within legal and administrative boundaries. He brought our amazing Salvation Army Corps together with St. John's Hospital and West Coast Care to send trained teams out into the streets. And again, he encountered a lot of roadblocks, but he did the best that he could with that. He did whatever he could to convince people to keep development on a scale that fits an 8 square mile beach town that should have breezes and sunshine, not metal and concrete corridors. I challenge our new city council members to learn as much about Santa Monica's history and character as Phil Brock. Please pick his brain and involve him. I know Mayor Negrete well. Next Mayor Negrete. I implore the new city council members to protect the soul of Santa Monica in every decision that you make. And whoever gets Phil, whatever he does now, will be very, very lucky.
Thank you.
Is Jessica Yingling here? Jessica Yingling? Danielle Wilson? She's in, okay. Danielle Wilson, if you could please come to the chambers to provide your public input. David Watley?
Right here.
Okay.
Oh, jeez Louise, I'm sorry. Goodness. I did my best to run up here after Andy from the, I just saw Andy Hoyer from
Please
the.
proceed, Mr. Watley. We have a lot of people.
Okay. Okay, where does my time, I need to look at the timer.
It started.
Jeez Louise. Okay, let me do this. Is this funny to you guys? God. Jesus. Okay, hold on. 147, 146. Okay. Breathe. I'm trying. I'm sorry. I literally trained in theater school in San Francisco, and I should be better at public speaking than this. Oh, God. It's called American Conservatory Theater. Jesus. Okay, so I have 1 minute and 20 seconds.
For quality and training purposes, this call may be monitored but will not be recorded.
White House. Could I please speak to President Joe Biden? I need to make the request in writing. Are you the White House switch?
White House. To write to the first family or second family, please address letters to the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C., 20500. Proper salutations are as follows. For the first family, Dear Mr. President, or Dear Dr. Biden.
Hi, I'm David Watley, and I can be reached on my Google Voice, which is 202-436-4340, or my mailing address, which is 1550 Wilson Boulevard, Suite 700, Arlington, Virginia, 22209. And this is for asking for support for the mayor of Santa Monica with regard to the U.S. Conference on Mayors initiative.
Thank you very much.
Next speaker, Jonathan Foster.
Hello, the Baloney Council. Baloney, hi. I'm going to pause 5 seconds for Phil Lesh, bass player of the Grateful Dead. 5 seconds of silence for Phil Lesh. I miss you, Phil. So, Gleam Davis was appointed, not elected. Then she got elected, should never been mayor. Lana was not elected, she was appointed, shouldn't be mayor. How do we already know you're mayor? Do you know that's corrupt? We already know your mayor. It hasn't happened yet. How do we know your mayor? This is a lie. On the abortion topic, and when it was McCowan and Mayor Susie Q, and you were all disgusting. How can Santa Monica receive a blessing with all this murder of little children in the womb? How does it receive a blessing? Anybody got an answer? You don't have one, okay. So what I came to talk about was Oscar De La Torre, who I refer to as Oscar De Baloney, and we should arrest your dad, mom, all 8 of you, and everything came out of you, and put you in prison for the DACA, the California Values Act, Sanctuary City Act is all child abuse. This is what I haven't been able to get to because I've been talking about Promenade 3.0. And this whole state is a murderer of children. I'm not stupid. Jamil Shaw, y'all talk about like I like black people, and I've had a lot of problems with some black people that I still try to like them, but Jamil Shaw was shot in the face. There's been so many police officers shot and killed, women raped, men raped, little kids raped, all these people. And they just keep saying the border should be open and you guys can stay. We'll just put you in jail. And then we spend on them. And women died in wheelchairs last night. Who's got over $40 million as a woman and left women dying in wheelchairs last night, tonight, and the next night, and you think I'm wrong?
Your time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Jessica Yingling?
Baloney!
Is Jessica Yingling here? Danielle Wilson?
Who is it? Does someone have a phone or a radio? What? I hear someone has either a phone or a radio or something. No? Okay.
You may proceed.
Good evening, honorable city council members. My name is Danielle Wilson. I have the honor of a lifetime to be able to speak on behalf of the 32,000 members of Unite Here Local 11. Councilmember Gleam Davis, your decisions from this dais have transformed the lives of thousands of workers. You fought to pass the highest minimum wage in the country. Well, in 2015, it was the highest minimum wage in the country. You voted to build more affordable housing. We helped workers get into that affordable housing. Santa Monica hotel workers like Maria Cortez, who was just here, and I wish she didn't leave, but she was just here, and she moved her family of 6 from a studio apartment in LA here to Santa Monica, where she still lives in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath community core unit, steps away from her job at the Santa Monica Hilton. I'm proud to report that her daughter, Stephanie Cortez, just moved her new family into a rent-control apartment here in Santa Monica. She has a 1-year-old son, and her husband works at the Santa Monica Hilton. Very, very few elected officials across the country can say they've had a hand in this kind of transformational change. This is what change looks like. Maria, Stephanie, and so many others are living proof of your legacy, what it looks like to listen to workers. And on behalf of the thousands and thousands of workers who you will never know, thank you, Councilmember Gleam Davis.
Thank you very much.
Jolie Sherwood?
Hi. So I wasn't quite sure what I was in for tonight. It's been quite a variety. So I'm actually here. I am a Santa Monica resident. I'm also a small business owner out of Santa Monica, and I'm here on behalf of a nonprofit organization called Zero Debris. And we have been, it'll be 7 years this month that we have been cleaning up the beaches of Santa Monica every month. So we're not just another beach cleanup, we're actually there every single month for the past 7 years. And I went to the parking department and requested that they give us some complimentary passes, at least for our team members, since we are there every month. And they said to come here. So I'm not even quite sure if this is where I need to be, given, again, the variety that I've heard today. But I am here on behalf of sustainability, on behalf of taking care of our wonderful city. And my request is, if that is something I can do, is request of you guys those parking permits. And whether it's for our team of 5, I actually get the honor to walk because I live here in Santa Monica, but our other 4 team members or passes for those people that show up month after month. I love that I have more time. We pick up 100 pounds of trash on our beach in Santa Monica every month. And that's with anywhere from 5 of us when it's a really cold day and no one else wants to show up, or 50 of us. And we have enrolled different schools in the area, from SMC to UCLA to USC. We have children that are barely walking. We have elderly and everyone in between participating. And this is something that's really important for our community. And just a little bit to give back to us and what we're doing is my request. We have equipment that we bring every month, so we do need to be able to drive into that parking lot.
Thank you very much. If I could have you walk over there, Susan Klein, our Assistant City Manager, would like to get your information. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Denise Barton?
Oh, Lord.
Good evening. I'd like to begin by saying that I'm sad to see Phil Brock, Christine Parr, and Oscar De La Torre go. And I'd like to welcome the new Summer Council members who got their positions by manipulation of the public with disinformation and fear that rent control would be taken away if they weren't elected, which is untrue due to rent control being in the city's charter, not to mention your own individual special interests, which won't serve the city as a whole. Now I'd like to give the new and remaining council members some information from the November 19th, 2024 Audit Subcommittee's Moss Adams Report on Public Works, where on page 4, the last lines of the second full paragraph, it states, the city has made an effort to continue funding projects that align with city council community priorities. Then on page 10, the first paragraph states, ideally, the city's prioritization criteria would ensure that the city is making the most of its limited funding and incorporate sufficient specificity to aid in understandable and transparent project capital requests based on prioritization. The GFAO recommended that the government first prioritize capital requests such as health and safety considerations, service and asset preservation. When the city does approach prioritization this way, there are opportunities for the city to more clearly communicate how a project scores according to this criteria and weigh critical maintenance more heavily. Just something to think about. And finally, Lana Negrete, if you become mayor, you need to get advice from Gleam Davis because she's of Mexican heritage, making her the first Latina mayor. And if Lana Negrete becomes mayor, she'll be the second Latina mayor. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wade Kelly?
Thank you all for your service. My name is Wade Kelly, the peaceful promenade protester or guitar guy. And I want to thank all the Santa Monica voters that voted for me for Santa Monica City Council. 2,286. We held 10th place soundly, and I appreciate your votes. And that was with $0 spent. And I also would like to congratulate Santa Monica voters for ousting Phil Brock and Oscar De La Torre. They were nice to me. But they voted to criminalize sleeping bags and bedrolls for homeless human beings, and that is cruel and inhumane. So I would like to see us move in another direction. And congratulations, new city council members. You're all very nice, and I know that you want to do a good job. So I hope that you will start out by getting rid of that law and restoring the exception to Santa Monica's anti-camping law that says it's an exception for homeless human beings with a bedroll or a sleeping bag. That would be a nice holiday spirit gesture, wouldn't it? It's not going to change a lot, but it'll show that you stand up for human rights. And that's what we need to do with every law that we make. And we need to show in the holiday spirit, you know, St. Monica's just recently gave out 900 dinners. they also gave out sleeping bags to homeless human beings. I would hate to see them become an accessory to crimes. So let's have a happy holidays and move forward. Thank you. Peace and love.
Janet McLaughlin, and Ms. McLaughlin, before you get, is she here? I thought I saw her. Yes, Janet McLaughlin, and Ms. McLaughlin, before you get started, I'm gonna call Jessica Yingling again. Has she arrived to the chambers? Jessica Yingling? Okay, before you get started, Ms. McLaughlin, I'm gonna call 5 more names off the list. Tracy Louise Witherly, Walter Davis, Lucian Tudor, Michael Kahn, and Scott Johnson. Again, Tracy Louise Weatherly, Walt Davis, Lucian Tudor, Michael Kahn, and Scott Johnson. You may proceed. You may proceed, Ms. McLaughlin.
Thank you. Good evening, Honorable Mayor, Vice Mayor, soon-to-be Mayor, council members. I want to thank you. My name's Janet McLaughlin. I'm a longtime resident of Santa Monica. I birthed and raised 3 wonderful children here, and this is a city that's quite dear to my heart, and I run Santa Monicans Against Crime. And I want to thank all the outgoing officials for all your years of service and dedication. I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's really true. I've seen you put in the hours until the wee hours of the morning trying to determine policy that will make things better for everybody. You've showed up at countless public events. You've taken meetings with all sorts of other cities and officials to learn how to more efficiently run things. And it's really great, and I'm really proud of all of you. And I hope that you don't disappear, because we still need to hear from you. We still need your input. So really, on behalf of all the residents, I want to thank you. And I also want to talk to the incoming council. I wish you much success in your future endeavors. It's a tough and often criticized job. I've spoken to Natalia on several occasions. She is bright and engaging and funny. And I've had a few talks with Ellis. Hi, Ellis. I found him to be deep and thoughtful. A couple years ago, Barry, I don't know if you remember, we were sort of pushed together at a crowded event, and we got squished together, and we wound up at a little table. And we didn't know each other, but we had a really nice time. We had a nice conversation, and I really enjoyed it. And finally, Dan Hall was the first candidate to put up an election website, and I complimented him on his professionalism and his organization. And I also had a nice chat with your father and your partner, great guys, and they think the world of you.
Thank you very much, Janet.
So thank you all for your services, and congratulations to everybody.
Tracy Louise Weatherly. Tracy Louise Weatherly. Walt Davis. Lucian Tudor. Michael Kahn.
Most of the people you're calling are probably in the hallway right now.
Jessica Yingling. All right, I'm going to call through more names, and we'll try to. Kaylee Malloy. Julie Taryn. Oh, yay. All right, I'm going to call some more names. I'm going to. Ma'am, are you here for public input?
Yeah, that's Julie Tarrant.
Julie Karen. Okay. Well, I haven't gotten through that point yet, but okay. Oh, yeah, good. Julie Tarrant?
Need my glasses. Good evening, Mayor and council members. My name is Julie Tarrant, and I'm speaking tonight on behalf of the Santa Monica Early Childhood Task Force. We represent a coalition of parents, early childhood educators, service providers, and community advocates committed to ensuring that all children in Santa Monica have the opportunity to thrive. We want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the outgoing council members for your dedication and service to the community, and especially to Councilmember Gleam Davis. Your support of early childhood initiatives, family-friendly policies, and efforts to prioritize our youngest residents have made a tangible difference in this community. Your leadership has strengthened the foundation for a brighter and more equitable future for all Santa Monica families. And for that, we thank you. We would like to extend a warm welcome to our newly elected council members. As you begin your service, we invite you to join us in championing the critical issues facing our youngest residents and their families. Investing in early childhood education and early childhood is one of the most important issues in regards to making sure that we have a thriving, resilient community. Quality early education, access to family support services, and a strong infrastructure for children and caregivers not only benefits families, but the entire city by fostering economic growth, reducing inequities, and strengthening the social fabric of this community. Santa Monica is an exciting transformation with projects coming down, and we look forward to being able to work together with you in regards to resources and looking forward
Thank you very much.
with early childhood issues.
Thank you.
John C. Smith. John C. Smith and John Katz.
You're in the hallway.
All right, I'm going to call through the list again of Jessica Yingling. Tracy Lois Witherly. Walt Davis. Lucian Tudor. Michael Kahn. Scott Johnson. Kaylee Malloy. John C. Smith. And then John, I see, you can come and proceed.
You ready for me?
Yes.
Folks, I'm John C. Smith, a Recreation and Parks Commissioner here in Santa Monica for the past 10 years. I'm also a member of Wilmont, SMER, the Dem Club, Sierra Club, because I like to have a voice. I really wrestled with what I was going to say here tonight. I definitely want to thank the four of you on the dais for your dedication and your service to the city. And now I have to thank David White as well for guiding us through turbulent times. I also want to congratulate the four incoming council members. All four of them came to the Wilmont annual meeting we had a couple weeks ago at Reed Park. It was a great meeting, and if you're at home and you're wondering what to do after the election, a neighborhood group is a good place to start. There are so many vested interests here. There's so much responsibility. We're going to have a new council, we're going to have a new mayor, and a new city manager, and 4 more years of Donald Trump. It's time to get serious. A smart person most of you know once told me, everything takes work, everything. Another smart person that you all know once told me, John, focus on the fights you can win. This last one's from my dad. He said, if you're smart, you don't give up, you can do just about anything. So let's work hard, focus on the fights we can win, be smart, never give up, and let's do it together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
John Katz. John Katz.
Hi, Mayor Brock and City Council. I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate the outgoing council members and thank you for your service to the city. It's not easy to put yourself out there. As you know, you find yourself subject of attacks from other people, and I just wanted to thank you for doing that. Specifically, I want to mention Councilmember Davis. You were appointed to the council immediately before I moved to Santa Monica. And so watching the progress of this city during my time here has been really amazing. And I've seen you be a leader in so many different ways throughout that time. So I'm really grateful for that. Councilmember Parr, you were the fourth vote on the Main Street, Main Street, and I think that was one of the best programs that we've had during the last 4 years. So I'm really grateful for your interest in making the city more open, using our spaces, and that's been really meaningful. Councilmember De La Torre, I know that you are really motivated by doing right by your community, and that's really been inspiring to see you in times when you were the sole voice on a certain topic. I've seen you be outspoken in a way that didn't always make you popular here, and that's really inspiring. And I know that you're also deep down still a strong voice for police oversight, and I'm grateful for the times that you've stepped up for that too. And Mayor Brock, I'm really grateful for your sense of history in this city. The way that you brought those 3-minute history lessons was always the best part of the meeting for me, especially on those really rancorous meetings. So thank you for doing that. And I also think that you've used the office of the mayor in new ways that really help to promote the city, like others have said. And I'm really grateful for all of you. Congratulations, soon to be Mayor Negrete and the incoming council members. I look forward to working with everybody.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to call through the list again. Jessica Yingling, excuse me. Tracy Lois Weatherly, Walt Davis, Lucian Tudor, Michael Kahn, Scott Johnson, Kaylee Malloy. Are any of those people here?
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Kaylee Malloy.
You may proceed.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Malloy. I work for the American Cancer Society. I am a development manager of the event Making Strides Against Breast Cancer of Santa Monica. On behalf of the American Cancer Society, we want to thank the outgoing council members, welcome the incoming council members, and extend our deepest gratitude and support of Lana Negrete. I got to meet Lana when she was about 1 month in through treatment. At the American Cancer Society, our mission is to end cancer as we know it for everyone. And we want to make sure that the 1 in 2 and 1 in 3 women who will receive a cancer diagnosis this year in the United States is not alone. And Lana, as Mayor Pro Tem and an executive ambassador for the American Cancer Society, volunteering her time, she's been a voice for our mission and a beacon of hope for anyone in the city of Santa Monica and beyond going through treatment or in their survivorship. She has shown up every single day. She has helped us grow our impact, not just grow our impact, double our impact within the city of Santa Monica, which is just truly extraordinary. We've funded 3 research grants altogether. And we just couldn't be more grateful for her support and generosity within the community. So thank you.
Thank you. I'll be really quick. My name is Charlotte Martin. I'm with the philanthropy team here in Los Angeles. I have 12 seconds. Thank you for your advocacy. Thank you for your voice. As a 5-year breast cancer survivor, we're very closely connected, and I wish you all the best in your next role.
Thank you very much.
The representatives from Culver City have arrived, so I'm going to call their names. Councilmember Yasmin Imani McCoran and Councilmember Bubba Fish. We're doing public comment now.
Want to remind all of you, if you haven't, please keep your phones on silent. Make sure you turn off the rings while you're in the chamber, please. Thank you.
All right. Well, good evening, fellow elected officials, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, all of Santa Monica. My name is Yasmin Amani McMorrin. I am the former mayor as of last night of Culver City, and now just a regular old council member. And I am very proud to be here with my very new colleague.
Hello, everybody. Bubba Fish here, council member as of last night. Good to see you all.
So we just want to extend our heartfelt gratitude for your leadership, Mayor Brock. I truly enjoyed our West Side Mayor breakfast delegation, so I appreciate your leadership and grateful for your service and all the outgoing council members. I'm especially proud of this incoming class of council members elect that are excited to serve this amazing city. So I'm just here to, again, what is happening in Santa Monica is happening in Culver City. We want to ensure that we continue to be good partners in the work that is ahead. And we wish everyone the best and looking forward to continuing to tackle our issues of public safety, homelessness, mental health, all of the things that are, all the cool things that are going on in our community and continuing to lock arms and be good partners. So thank you, congratulations, and looking forward to the work ahead. Is there anything else you want to?
Yeah, thank you all. Congratulations to the incoming council. Thank you, Mayor Brock, for your service. Thank you to all the outgoing council members for your service. We really appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. And we have some certs a little
If
later.
we're just going to pause to take another photo, so if you want to. And as you're setting up for the photo, I'm going to call the names on the list again. Jessica Yingling, Tracy Lois Witherly, Michael Kahn, Scott Johnson, Robert Hooks. I'm going to call that list again, and if you could please line up by the podium. Jessica Yingling, Danielle Wilson.
She already talked.
Oh, she did. Okay, sorry. Tracy Lois Witherly, Walt Davis, Michael Kahn, Scott Johnson, Robert Hooks. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anyone else here left to speak for public input tonight? I'm going to call the names one more time. Jessica Yingling, Tracy Lois Witherly, Michael Kahn, Scott Johnson, Robert Hooks. Or any of the, okay.
Hi, everybody. My name is Robert Hooks. I'm the owner of Handles Ice Cream here in Santa Monica. I just wanted to say thank you to Phil. Lana, we can't make your party tonight, but we wanted to come by and say thank you. The stigma that this city is impossible to get things done, people like you changed that for us. You really helped us a lot in pointing in the right directions and just putting us in touch with people we needed to know and helped us get open, and we've had a fabulous first year. So just wanted to come up, don't want to take any more time, but just wanted to come and say thank you.
And I'm sure there are free cones for everyone.
On Phil.
Thank you very much.
All right, I believe that concludes public input for this evening. We'll now move on to item 3A, recognition of outgoing council members Brock, Davis, De La Torre, and Para. And Mayor Pro Tem Negrete, I'm going to turn the meeting over to you.
Thank you.
Would you like to go last?
Sorry, Nikki, you're turning the meeting over to me to start to present the gifts. Am I correct?
First, we can, if we have parting words from the council members,
Yeah.
the outgoing council members, we can do that first.
All right, I'm going to call on each council member, and if you would like to say some parting words, I'll start to my left with Councilmember De La Torre.
Yeah, so it's
Hello, Santa Monica. Good seeing everybody here today. I just, after serving 18 years on the school board and 4 on the city council, it's been 22 years of public service and elected office, and it's been quite a journey. We've accomplished a lot. You know, we've made sure that Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District provides some of the best public education in our country. And so I'm very proud of what we've been able to accomplish throughout the years here on the city council. When we were elected in 2020, it was utter chaos. I mean, it was a very disorganized, unstable organization, coming through COVID. And, we were elected and we weren't even in office. We couldn't even come into City Hall for many months, online meetings, Zoom and all that. So it was a struggle for sure. And I just want to congratulate all of us that have been on the council during these very difficult times, for all the staff that have weathered the storm, brought the city back to some stability, and the trajectory is positive. We feel really, there's a lot of promise in our future, and so I'm really proud to be a part of that. As someone who was born and raised in the city, my son is in the back recording, Oscar Jr., who's at Santa Monica College and just told me he has a 4.0 GPA in the first semester at Santa Monica College, so I'm really excited to see the young people, my wife Maria Loya, who's in the back as well, who's been supporting me. I couldn't have done everything that I did in public service here in the city of Santa Monica without Maria supporting me and being there, holding the family together in times that I couldn't be there, because we make very serious sacrifices to serve. The other thing I want to do is I look forward. Well, first of all, I want to thank all the other, not just the staff, of course, our city manager, who's also going to be going, and I felt bad hearing that news as well, because David's been such an honest, hardworking city manager, and it's been a pleasure to work with him. But all the employees in the city of Santa Monica, everybody represented by Teamsters, Local 911, our police and fire, everyone that wakes up every morning, almost 2,000 employees in the city of Santa Monica that make this city work, that keep it clean, that keep it safe for our residents and for those who visit our city. I look forward to working with the newly elected city council. I understand that this is a very difficult job and it requires a lot of hours, and I'm hopeful that this new council will have all the support that it needs to succeed, because in the end, this is our city, and they are taking over with some serious challenges ahead of us. But I want to be a support for the new city council members and the staff, so that we can continue to work on the problems in our city to make this a better city for all. And I'm really committed to doing all of that. I want to thank our incoming leadership, Lana Negrete. For her to come in and to hear her story. It's an inspiring story for our community and for our youth, and especially I know where Lana comes from, and I look forward to supporting her work and the work of the incoming council to make sure that we continue to support working class families in the city of Santa Monica, and we stay committed to racial justice, economic justice, environmental justice, and social justice. And with that, I want to say happy holidays to everybody here in the city of Santa Monica. This is a great city. I mean, if you look at the amount of involvement and engagement that we have here in the room today and all the people that are outside, this is a city that cares. And we are a fortunate city, and we also share our prosperity with many. And I'm very proud to be a member of the city council, an outgoing member of the city council, but also I will continue to be a leader in this community to make sure that we continue to deliver on our promise of making this city the best city for everyone that comes here. So thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Councilmember. I'm going to go over to my right and call on Councilmember Parra.
Thank you. Well, I'm not as eloquent as Councilmember De La Torre, so to be able to speak so freely, so I actually wrote a thing or two or 5. As my 4-year term comes to an end, I wanted to take a moment to reflect on the journey we've been through together and to express my deepest gratitude to the community and to the incredible staff who supported me as your city council member. It has truly been an honor to serve you, to be your voice, and to work alongside so many dedicated individuals who care deeply about the future of Santa Monica. I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity to serve the community that I've called home for the past 25 years. This is the community, this is the community where my mother and my father immigrated to in search of a better life, where I reconnected with a high school friend at a Twilight concert on the Santa Monica Pier, whom I later married and have cultivated an incredible family with. It's not just the place where I reside, it's a place that has helped shape who I am, and for that, I'm forever grateful. When I first came into office 4 years ago, we were in the midst of a global pandemic. We were sworn in virtually, facing challenges that none of us could have anticipated. The city's operations were at a standstill, with nearly every executive position occupied by interim staff members. Libraries were closed, public-facing services were sparse, businesses were shuttering, and residents were struggling to stay in their homes. On top of all that, the city's budget had been significantly constrained compared to previous years. It was a time of uncertainty, and yet we found strength in our community and resilience in our staff. Together, we overcame those challenges and made significant strides towards the better. Over the past few years, we worked hard to rebuild and move forward. From improving public safety to enhancing services, from creating new affordable housing opportunities to expanding our local economy, we've accomplished a lot. And I'm incredibly proud of the progress we've made. But none of this would have been possible without the hard work and dedication of our city staff, as well as the active engagement and support of all of you, the business owners and residents of our community. However, as we celebrate these achievements, we must also acknowledge that our work is far from done. We face ongoing challenges to ensure that the safety of our citizens, workforce, and worldwide visitors is prioritized, and that we continue to build affordable housing that preserves the essence of our beach town community. Preserving our natural environment while supporting responsible growth is no small task, and we must continue to make decisions that balances progress with sustainability. One thing I've always felt strongly about is the importance of truly listening to our community. There have been countless times when residents have taken time out of their busy lives to attend city council meetings to share their concerns or frustrations. I remember many of those moments when people stood before us, sometimes feeling unheard, and I always thought this is their only opportunity to physically address the council. It is our job to listen, to give them the respect and common courtesy of our undivided attention. It's not just a polite thing to do, it is our duty to ensure that everyone feels heard and respected and valued in this space. I know firsthand how important it is to be heard and acknowledged in a council meeting. Before I was a council member, I'd have to rush home, make dinner, and hand off my kids to a babysitter just to make sure I could attend a meeting and have the opportunity to speak during public comment. I did this multiple times, especially for issues like the Metro Maintenance Yard Project and the preschool, which displaced a single-family home in the Gandara neighborhood. It was a surmountable level of effort just to make my voice heard. And I remember after all that, walking into the council chambers, and still only a few council members would even glance at me, if at all. It was a disheartening feeling. I made a promise to myself that if I ever had the chance to serve on a board or a commission or city council, I would ensure that everyone who took the time to speak would be valued, respected, and truly heard. This is not just about politeness. It's about doing our job and fulfilling our responsibility to the people that entrust us with this leadership role. I'm almost done, I promise. It's also vital that we continue to make decisions that reflect the diverse needs of our community, ensuring every voice is considered. That sense of inclusion and respect has been a guiding principle for me throughout my tenure in office, and I hope it continues to shape the work of this new council. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude to each of you for entrusting me with the opportunity to serve. It has been both an honor and a privilege. As I step away, I'm filled with hope that the new council will continue to prioritize the voices and the needs of every member of our community. I trust they will remain responsive, compassionate, and dedicated to the work ahead. I wish them all the best as they carry this important work forward. And to conclude, I want to give a special thanks to my husband, because I know that he had to pick up the slack when I wasn't around, and to my boys, my 3 sons. And I'm sorry that I wasn't there, but Mom is coming home. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. And Councilmember Davis.
Well, let me start out with thanking everyone who came out tonight. This is obviously a celebration of folks who have given a lot of time to this community, and for people who are about to give a lot of time to this community. And I'm so excited for our future, because we are going to be in such amazing hands. I too want to start out with a lot of gratitude to the community for allowing me to serve this community in many capacities. Everything from serving as the co-chair of the Early Education and Child Care Task Force, to being on the board of directors of Y Senior Services, to being on the Planning Commission, and then ultimately on the City Council, and twice serving as mayor. It has obviously opened up my eyes to this amazing community. Our motto is happy people in a happy place. And I always tell people we have beautiful beaches, we have a lovely pier, we have all sorts of fantastic resources in this community. But the number one thing that makes Santa Monica the absolutely best city in the world is the people. And I think that the people in this room and the people who aren't in this room represent just the greatest community in the world, and it's just been the honor of a lifetime to represent them. I have to, of course, thank my family. My husband has endured things that no human being should have to endure. Everything from my being grouchy to waking him up when I get home at 3 o'clock in the morning from council meetings. But most importantly, he has been my supportive rock throughout all of this. He has helped me. He has lifted me up when I've been sad and shared great joy with me. And it is that sharing of a life that has given us a wonderful, wonderful 32 years together, and God willing, we'll have another 32 more. I also have to thank my son, who couldn't be here tonight because he's taking finals at the University of Virginia Law School. But when your mom's a city council member, as Councilmember Parra pointed out, sometimes mom misses things. And my son was supportive through all of that. I do have to tell a funny story. When I ran for school board in 2000 and came in a distant 5th out of 5 candidates, he woke up the next morning and said, "Mom, did you win?" And I said, "No, honey, I didn't win." He said, "Good, fewer meetings." And honestly, I suspect if he were living at home now, he would have that same sentiment 28 years later. So I do have to thank my family just for being so supportive through all of this. I do want to thank the staff. Having been on the council almost 16 years, I have seen a lot of staff. I think I'm on my 4th city manager, maybe 5th. I don't even want to try and count. But what I want to say is the people of Santa Monica should rest easy knowing that they have the greatest staff in the entire world. We have people on our staff who wake up every morning and what they ask is, how can I make Santa Monica a better place to be, a better place to live, a better place to work, a better place to visit. And they do such a great job, and they spend a lot of time that they don't account for. They're here at 8 o'clock in the morning and they're there at 7 o'clock at night at a neighborhood council or a neighborhood group meeting. And it's easy to, when things go wrong, to blame people. Why didn't you do this or why didn't you do that? And I'm just here to tell you that they are amazing, that they are human, that they deserve our utmost respect and gratitude. And I am confident that going forward, we will all make an effort to give them exactly that. They deserve it. The last thing I want to do is address the 4 council members who are coming in. I am so excited about this. I think the future of Santa Monica is bright. And when I first got on the council, I quoted John Shar, who's a futurist at the UC Santa Cruz. And I read this because it has guided me through my decades of public service. And so it's what I want to leave you with here tonight. The future is not a result of choices among alternative paths offered by the present, but a place that is created first in the mind and will, created next in activity. The future is not some place we are going, but one we are creating. The past is not to be found, but made, and the activity of making them changes both the maker and the destination. I look forward to changing this destination with you. We are going to do great things. Thank you so much for the opportunity to do this. Thank you for all the kind words you've all given me. And thank you for your dedication to this amazing city.
Thank you. And last but not least, Mayor Brock.
Well, I thought a little bit about what to say. And usually, yes, I say a lot, and that's me up on the screen here in Santa Monica. My roots run really, really deep in this place, really, really deep in this city. I am proud of my roots in Santa Monica, and since we're not doing the 3-minute history video until I think the next council session a few minutes from now, I'm going to give you a drop of my history. And I'm a product of a blue-collar family like many others who built this nation, our state, and the city I was born in. My maternal grandparents immigrated from different parts of Europe and arrived in Santa Monica almost 100 years ago today. My mother was born on 12th Street in a house in 1928. My grandfather was a meat packer and a butcher at the Ralph's on 3rd and Wilshire. Later, it became Barnes & Noble. The A&P on Wilshire he worked at for years, which later became Lucky's Market and now Bristol Farms, and at Ratner Brothers on Broadway. My mom met my father, a lot of you have heard this story, July 3rd, 1949, at one of the cannon in Palisades Park. He was on shore leave from the USS Valley Forge, anchored off the Santa Monica Pier so they could shoot July fireworks off. My mother said he was a gentleman. They walked to the Ocean Park Pier and back that evening, and the next day, she got to go on the aircraft carrier to watch the fireworks being shot off. I'm a product of St. John's Hospital and Santa Monica schools. I'm proud that I went to Madison, Lincoln, Samuel High, SMC, UCLA, and LMU. I joined the Boys Club when I was 11, and they hired me the day after I turned 16. I worked for the Santa Monica School District as a PE assistant and an after-school coach while I went to college. I learned the lessons of volunteerism early on. I became an enthusiastic volunteer in our community for the last 30 years as chair and member of many commissions, committees, boards, and nonprofit entities. My deep commitment to this place, this hallowed place, has been demonstrated as a member and then chair of the Recreation and Parks Commission, as an arts commissioner, a recreation for the Santa Monica School District, Physical Education, and Recreation Advisory Committee Chair. President of the Boys and Girls Club Advisory Council, President of Kiwanis, President of Samuel High Alumni, Elks Lodge Trustee, Lions Club, Rotary, Vice Chair of the Salvation Army Advisory Board, among others. I'm telling you this because I want you to volunteer. I want you to find places to be active outside the council chambers, find a way to help people, find a way to uplift others. I've been recognized as Elk Citizen of the Year, Santa Monica Breakfast Club Legacy of Leadership, and the Salvation Army's Community Volunteer of the Year, among other awards. And I've served on the volunteer boards as an officer, as a servant leader, and a way to help others raise money to help the communities. While I've been on city council, I just looked at, I'm not going to read the list, and all of you can say thank you for that. But you know, one of the things I thought was really important, and I saw Mayor Bass on Thursday, and we talked for a little while about the U.S. Mayor's Homelessness Task Force, which I participated in this year. We have a major accomplishment. Homeless veterans who were disabled were prohibited from getting housing if they received any of their other benefits. That, to me, was obscene. And Karen and I and other mayors went to Washington. I met with 16 House of Representative members and senators in one day alone and urged them to change that policy. I said that we have anywhere from 90 to 110 homeless veterans on our streets. How could people who served our country be left on the streets to suffer? I'm proud that at the end of August, HUD and the VA changed the policy. It's now in an appropriations bill that will surely pass before the end of this year. I think that was important because it helped not only people in Santa Monica, but people throughout the nation. My basketball hero, Coach John Wooden, once said, "You can't live a perfect day without doing something for someone who will never be able to repay you." That was my philosophy on the city council. There are so many little things that all of us do to help people that aren't for publicity, aren't for anything else. They're just to uplift people on the streets and help them rise. I hope for the new council, that's what you also do. Not everything is about PR or social media, and yes, I do a lot on social media, but that's not what the little things are about. Getting people housed, helping people who can't get their permits, helping people who are confused and lost in the system. And I want to thank our city manager, David White, for helping me each and every day with trying to solve those numerous problems. When he got my emails at midnight and still responded. So, David, thank you, and I wish you good luck in your next venture. You know, I first ran for city council in 2014, and I was a runner-up to Pam O'Connor, who's sitting in the back of the room. History repeats itself because I'm again the runner-up this year with 18,364 votes. In 2020, I was the top vote getter in the election. I urge our new council members that while you receive the most votes, you need to represent all city residents. Dan, Ellis, Barry, Natalia, I congratulate all four of you, and I urge all residents to give the four of them your utmost support. They're coming into a myriad of serious issues in our city. I've been on the dais the last 4 years. I know how dire the problems they confront are, and I'm confident they will find the resources to help solve those issues. Transitions are almost always signs of growth, but they make and can bring feelings of loss. To get somewhere new, we may have to leave someone somewhere else behind. Fred Rogers. It's true. I'm sad about leaving the council, but I'm confident our city will be in good hands. Being on the council in the city of my birth has been the honor of my life. I've done my best to be true to my original reason for running, to be a champion for all of our residents, to use common sense and be pragmatic in decisions, and to do our best to help all of those in need. I'm honored today that my pastor, usually I'm sitting down there and I'm looking up at Monsignor Lloyd Torgerson, but he is a pillar of our community. I'd like all of us to give him a hand if possible. And he is Lana's pastor, Christine's pastor. He married you, didn't he? Yeah. And my pastor. All my life, we're happy that St. Monica's is a great refuge in our city. A few more things, and then I'll close up and let everyone move on to the new council because they're waiting with bated breath. As I said, being on the city council in the city of my birth has been the honor of my life. I took office, as did Christine and Oscar, remotely because of COVID. We needed permanent city management and had to battle to hire a city manager and city attorney who we thought would represent the city council and residents of our great city. In turn, police and fire chiefs had to be hired. Our town was faced with the aftermath of the worst day in our city's history, a day of looting on May 31st, 2020. Draconian cuts to our city staff with a machete rather than a scalpel have been made. A child abuse scandal caused by city employees and not adequately reported for years has cost our treasury over $230 million and may cost us $150 million more over the next 24 months. A civil rights lawsuit has impacted the city coffers via legal fees and will continue to impact the city for years. I was and am for settling the case, switching the district elections and elected mayor offices for our city council members and an adequate pay scale for our city council. Despite our financial situation, our city council has made progress, and the list of accomplishments is impressive. Public safety has improved, but laws, Santa Monica traditions, and a lack of funding have still hampered our progress. Our efforts to stem homelessness in our city have also likewise made progress, especially in 2024. However, solutions exist only with massive federal, state support and a sea change in our city council values. Residents demand a safe place to live, commute, play, and find joy in our beloved natural environment. As you've all heard me say, it's the first responsibility of every city council person and mayor in every hamlet, village, town, and city in the world to keep our people safe. It'll be up to the new council to heed this clarion call for safety in Santa Monica. Lastly, promoting limits to overdevelopment and local control over new building projects is so crucial. Don't let construction out of scale for our beachside city continue to shadow our city's skyline because of state mandates. To the state of California, I say return local control to our city. We are a charter city, and we can manage our city far better than you can in Sacramento. John Wooden said, although there's no progress without change, not all change is progress. I've been so proud of my role as mayor this past year as I represented one of the most unique and beautiful cities in the world. Introducing events, opening businesses, stores, restaurants are all of great importance to the image of our city, just as our efforts are to calm and care for people after injury, pain, and tragedy. I was able to be an ambassador for our city, and I'm proud of that because I wanted to give them a great impression of what our stellar city has to offer. As all council members will tell you, the little things you do each day will make a difference to residents and business people in our town. Do your best to help those seniors in need. Do your best to help those people who are homeless on our streets. Do our best not to walk by people. Do our best to engage with them. Do our best to try and help them. I want to thank especially our public personnel, public safety personnel, our police and fire departments for doing the amazing job they accomplish each day, many times without the resources they need. Please thank them every time you see a police person, a fire person on our streets. Just walk by, say thank you. Please be safe, because that's what I've done every single day that I've been on the council. Lastly, our city of Santa Monica is a gem. Despite our myriad of problems, we're a beautiful place, one of the best on our planet. Plant trees, make this place a cultural touchstone. respect our history, advance the arts, and respect our past as we plunge into the future. Lastly, let's have a rousing 150th anniversary party on July 10th, 2025. Last quote for you. Be true to yourself. Make each day a masterpiece. Help others. Drink deeply from good books. Make friendship a fine art. Build a shelter against a rainy day. Again, John Wooden. My personal hashtag for the city, hashtag forever Santa Monica. I love Santa Monica. I will always be here for your help, for your counsel, and join me in trying to help others in our city. Thank you so much for the honor of my lifetime. And I think I take back the...
And with that, before you guys step down, we'd like to give you some gifts.
Oh.
You guys want to help? So everybody gets a street name. They're not real. For a place.
They will be for me because I'm going to put parking tickets on anyone who parks there. Oh. These are real.
Wait, what is it? Tiara Trail?
Terrace.
No.
Yes.
Hold them up.
You guys want to hold them up?
Wait, sorry, should we get out of that?
Thank you, Councilmember Parra, Davis, Delatorre, and Mayor Brock. Thank you for your service.
You want to stand?
Everybody, if you want to give a round of applause, they're showing their sign. Thank you.
I still have to do, no,
No, I think it's me now.
there's one thing I have to do.
Can we do that now?
Oh, right here.
Oh, thank you. Oh, this is the one.
Yeah, wait, we don't need to be in this picture.
Oh, are we in this picture? Are we getting in this picture or no? We don't.
Well,
No.
Oh, we do individuals.
okay, hold it. One more. Yes.
Oh, the election. I got, there's a bunch of them.
Can we call the next item?
Okay. Item 3B, adoption of resolution accepting the official canvass and official statement of votes cast for the consolidated general municipal election held on November 5th, 2024, and declaring the results thereof. On November 5th, 2024, a consolidated municipal election was held in the city of Santa Monica with the purpose of electing 3 members to the Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District Board for 4-year terms and 4 members to the Santa Monica City Council for 4-year terms. There was a scheduled election to fill 3 seats on the Santa Monica College Board of Trustees. However, by the end of the filing period, there were only 3 qualified candidates for the 3 vacant seats on the Santa Monica College Board of Trustees. The candidates were Anastasia Foster, Rob Greenstein Rader, and Margaret Quinones Perez. A 4th candidate filed but did not qualify. Since the number of candidates for board members did not exceed the number of offices to be filled, the Santa Monica College Board of Trustees election was canceled as provided for by Section 5328 of the California Education Code, and the qualified candidates will be sworn in at the board's scheduled organizational meeting. In addition, there was also a scheduled election to fill 2 seats on the Santa Monica Rent Control Board. However, by the end of the filing period, there were only 2 qualified candidates for the 2 vacant seats on the Santa Monica Rent Control Board. The candidates were Kay Ambrose and Phyllis Dudek. Since the number of candidates for board members did not exceed the number of offices to be filled, the Santa Monica Rent Control Board election was also canceled as provided for by Article 18, Chapter 1803D of the Santa Monica City Charter, and the qualified candidates shall be seated upon swearing in by the city clerk. The results of the 2024 consolidated municipal election for the city of Santa Monica is as follows. For City Council, Dan Hall, Ellis Raskin, Barry Snell, and Natalia Zernitskaya. For the Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District, Jennifer Smith, John Keene, and Maria Leon Vasquez. The following measures were placed on the ballot and approved by the voters. Measure F with 78.31% of the vote, Measure K with 74.26% of the vote, and Measure PSK, which was an advisory measure to Measure K, with 67.21% of the vote. That concludes my report, and I am available for any questions.
Council, do you have any questions for staff over her report? Any discussion? Then let's call for a motion to adopt the resolution of the official statement of votes cast.
So moved.
Second.
We have did she get it? Davis made the motion. Carolyn Terrosa seconded the motion.
Councilmember De La Torre?
Yes.
Councilmember Terosas?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Negrete?
Yes.
Councilmember Davis?
Yes.
Councilmember Parra?
Yes.
Councilmember Zwick?
Yes.
And Mayor Brock.
Yes. And that passes unanimously.
Nada joins the council.
Before we go, I just want to present one last gift that the city has for Mayor Brock. And I don't know if you want to open it here, but we'll make it brief because I know everyone has parties to go to.
It's a shopping bag and cellophane. Oh, and there's bubble wrap. We love bubble wrap.
You have talked about a gavel,
Ah,
and so now you have one. There's also a book in here from the history.
oh, thank you so much. Early Santa Monica history book.
You have 2 adjournments to read.
Thank you.
Okay.
I believe, that's very nice. I believe we have an adjournment.
Well, I think you guys,
Adjourned, but we continue.
we're adjourned, but we continue. So now this is when you guys step down.
Okay.
Guys. We leave. Here, let's put that back in here. Want to take your cup with you?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he should.
And your other. Are we moving or staying?
I would now like to ask that the candidates or the officers for the positions of the Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District please come up to be sworn in. Come right in front of me.
Where did the rest, does Gwen want her mug? Does Oscar want their mug? Did she take her mug? Oh, the rest of them took their mugs. Okay. Oscar didn't take his, but oh well.
Is he still here?
Jennifer Smith? Oh, okay.
Oh, Dan. Yeah.
Okay. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Board of Education member according to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
He looks amazing.
Oh, totally. Wait, should we move? Or what's happening? Okay, I don't know.
No, I think we're just. Well, no, well,
Oh, but I like my seat.
you're just gonna move one over. She's.
Okay. I think I like my position. Nice and close to bother you.
Okay.
Congratulations.
I would now like to call up the new Rent Control Board members, Kate Ambrose and Phyllis Dudick. Hi. Please raise your right hand as much as you can and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Rent Control Board member according to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Yeah, I'm sure we look much better, but
Yeah.
they're very aggressive. Oh wait, with these lights? Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure. They were horrible.
Maybe we can keep these.
Yeah.
You can keep your pens too, if you want.
I need one of these for my Zoom meetings.
You're running late.
No.
And I think we're done, right?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I would now like to ask the new council members to please join me at the podium. If you could please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Natalia Zernitsky,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of City Council member according to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
I don't know where they went.
Mike, send it to me.
Okay.
Can they just come take a seat?
Wait, so you have something to say?
It's very brief, it's not.
You were gonna talk first, right?
Yeah, and then if you want to go, then
I'll say like 2 minutes.
yeah. that's okay.
But if
So
it's
that-
gonna, if it's duplicative of what you have, I won't say it.
No, it can't be, because it's just me.
Okay.
You want to do it, Bert? Do you want to do it now, or do you want to wait until after? Okay. Yes, you can just take the empty seats. We'll draw for your actual seats.
Because I feel like do we just sit in our current seats?
Yeah, she said we'll redo it.
Who's gonna sit there?
Yeah, everyone just needs to take their seats.
Yeah, you see the seat now.
Yeah.
You got a lot of work. Kellen. Yeah.
Okay, I will now call the roll. Councilmember Hall,
It's, mic is on one.
Present.
Councilmember Negrete,
Here.
Councilmember Raskin,
Here.
Councilmember Snell,
Here.
Councilmember Tarosis,
Here.
Councilmember Zernitskaya,
Present.
and Councilmember Zwick.
Here.
I will now open the floor for nominations for the election of the mayor.
I nominate Lana Negrete.
I second.
And I'm sorry, who was the second? I got to get to know your voices.
No.
Okay. Councilmember Hall,
Yes.
Councilmember Negrete,
Yes.
Councilmember Raskin,
Yes.
Councilmember Snell, Councilmember Tarosis,
Yes.
Councilmember Zernitskaya,
Yes.
and Councilmember Zwick.
Yes.
Congratulations, Mayor Negrete. Mayor Negrete, I now turn the floor over to you.
Thank you. We've all been sitting here for a long time, and I know we have all got parties to go to. But I just want to say something very brief, because this has been quite a year for me. Tonight, as I stand before you as the newly appointed mayor, I am overwhelmed with gratitude and a deep sense of responsibility. The city is where I was born and raised, has shaped me in countless ways, and it is truly an honor to serve as your mayor. First, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to my family. especially my husband. Your unwavering support and love has been an anchor through every challenge. My husband has been there by my side through my dad's stroke, his eventual passing, my cancer diagnosis, the many woes of our family business, and so many other challenges as it is to just be parents raising teenagers. Your presence has been a beacon of hope and resilience. To my community, thank you for trusting me with this role. Santa Monica is not just where I live, it is where my heart belongs. As a local and a small business owner, I understand the unique challenges and opportunities that we have to face. I'm committed to fostering an environment where businesses can thrive, families can flourish, and our community spirit can continue to shine brightly. This moment is profoundly meaningful to me because it embodies resilience, unity, and progress. Together, I am confident that we can build a future that honors our past while embracing innovation and inclusivity. Thank you all for this incredible opportunity. Welcome to this new council. Let us move forward with hope and determination. And with that, I would like to open the floor for nominations for Mayor Pro Tem for the ensuing 2 years. And we can make that nomination on one-year alternate, if you want to do one at a time.
I'd like to nominate Councilmember Carolyn Terrosis for 2025 and Councilmember Jesse Zwick for 2026.
Second.
Any other nominations?
And I'm sorry, who was the seconder?
Alice Raskin, sorry.
Any other next? Okay, call the roll. Councilmember Zwick,
Yes.
Councilmember Zernitskaya,
Yes.
Councilmember Snell,
Yes.
Councilmember Raskin,
Yes.
Councilmember Terrosis,
Yes.
Councilmember Hall,
Yes.
and Mayor Negrete.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Terrosis, if you could please switch seats.
You're
with
gonna keep
Councilmember
moving,
Snell. We're just gonna-
Tell you.
And at this time, I'd like to invite our newly elected council members, if you'd like to say something. I will start to my left with Councilmember Hall.
Thank you, everyone. It's an honor to address you tonight. This election presented a stark choice between two visions for Santa Monica, and I'm proud that voters overwhelmingly chose a compassionate, progressive, and abundant future. Voters told us they were not afraid to build more homes, support renters, and uplift workers while rebuilding our economy. They asked us to continue repairing racial injustice, invest in education and street safety, enforce equitable public safety, treat our unhoused neighbors with dignity, and protect our environment. Voters demanded a return of ethics, integrity, and collaboration to our city council. Santa Monica, we hear you, and we're ready to work. Thank you to our outgoing council members, Mayor Brock, for your endless love of and decades of service to Santa Monica. Councilmember De La Torre, for your advocacy for the Pico neighborhood and your community. Councilmember Parra, for your insights on public safety. And Councilmember Davis, most of all, for your wisdom, leadership, and mentorship. To my partner, Jason, you've been my unwavering support and compass through difficult choices. To my parents and family, your love and guidance shaped who I am. Thank you all for your support and hard work this year. I love you all. I want to thank John Katz, Gleam Davis, Carolyn Terrosis, Jesse Zwick, Anastasia Foster, Shai Roy, Eric Matos, and Assemblymember Rick Zuber. You were the first to believe in me. Thank you for your support from the start. To my team, Eddie and Debbie, thank you for your critical counsel and hard work. To my volunteers, thank you for the literal sweat, blood, and tears you left out on the streets. I wouldn't be here without you. To the local organizations working tirelessly for progress, the Community for Excellent Public Schools, Santa Monica Forward, Unite Here Local 11, Streets for All, and especially Santa Monicans for Renters' Rights and the Santa Monica Democratic Club. Your advocacy and passion inspire me. I look forward to partnering with you. This is a historic moment for our city. We faced an onslaught, over $1 million spent against us by corporate interests, attempting to drown out the voices of regular people. But thankfully, yard signs and illegal anonymous letters don't vote. Together, we knocked on over 30,000 doors. We built bridges, had honest conversations, fought united, and connected with renters and homeowners alike. We won on a campaign based on values and vision for the future, not the past. Hope and not fear, optimism, not pessimism. I also want to acknowledge the resilience of everyone on this dais. We have faced grotesque comparisons to pedophilia, vile anti-Semitism, rude misogyny, blatant racism, and even threats against our lives. While painful, these experiences have strengthened our resolve to lead with integrity, guided by our values. As the first out gay man on council, joined by my sister Natalia, our first bi council member, we thank former Mayor Judy Abdo for paving the way and for mentoring us. And to all the little queer kids, both young and grown up, tonight we say to you that your voice matters, your dreams are valid, and there is a seat for you at the table. This city and community have your back. I also recognize that I joined this council with the privilege of being a white cisgender man, and that with this election we've lost some representation of race and gender on the dais. I promise we will double down on our efforts to fight racism, misogyny, transphobia, and anti-Semitism, and to work to dismantle white privilege that continues to harm Black, Latino, Asian, and Indigenous communities. I am here to learn from you, stand with you, and uplift you, especially as we face troubled days ahead given the change in federal administration and national climate. Finally, to the city staff, you've overcome much these past 4 years, and we still face daunting challenges. I ask you to trust us, as we will trust you. I ask you to challenge us, as we will challenge you. Think big. This council is not afraid of change. Santa Monica should be a beacon of innovation, a place where new ideas flourish, and we lead by example. We challenge you to be effective, efficient, equitable, and ethical in your work. What is our next rent control law, our next promenade, next SWIP, next mandate for gender-inclusive restrooms? I ask you to step up and join us in building an abundant future rooted in our Santa Monica values. This city is more than just a place to me, it's home. Here, after years in the Army, I found community, a sense of belonging, and purpose. Thank you, Santa Monica, for allowing me to plant my roots here and work with you to make good trouble. Let's move forward together with courage, determination, and hope. Thank you.
Thank you. I first want to congratulate Mayor Negretti and Mayor Pro Tem Gerossis. I want to thank my family, most of all my wife, Carol Snell. She's been a trooper during this election, and all those that supported me and us coming onto this council. I've been here a long time. I plan, so many of you know my advocacy and my love for this city. I also like short meetings, so I'm not going to say a whole lot. Okay, and so that hopefully that is something that we will see and something that we will all cherish on some level. But we're dedicated. I mean, I can tell you right now, the four of us that came onto this council, I know the kind of work that we're going to put out. I know the kind of advocacy and love they have for this community. And David, I'm going to miss you as our city manager, but I wish you the best. And for those of you that didn't support us, I want you to know that we are your council members also. We're going to be there for you, we'll be available to you, and we'll do the best job for our community. We don't have all the answers, but we will work hard to find those particular answers. So thank you again, and welcome to the council.
Councilmember Zernitskaya.
I first moved to Los Angeles in 2010 after spending 4 years insisting I wouldn't want to live in LA because it was too hot. But after I graduated from UC Santa Cruz, I made the best decision of my life and moved down to Southern California. When I got here, I felt a connection to the city of Santa Monica, so I resolved to become a resident of this magical place. I first got involved in Santa Monica civic life through the Church in Ocean Park and through the League of Women Voters of Santa Monica. I learned about the history of the many progressive movements that started here. I learned the skills to analyze public policy and the importance of good governance, and I got to hone my civil discourse skills.
I'm so grateful for these experiences, but none of them would have been possible without the people who paved the way and the mentors I've been lucky to learn from. It is an immense honor and privilege to serve you all, and I do not take lightly this responsibility that the voters have entrusted me with, to be a steward for the future of Santa Monica. I want to thank the folks who voted for me, everyone who cast a vote in this election, and everyone who could not vote but made their voices heard, because it takes all of us to make democracy work. And democracy works best when we all participate. Thank you to all of the candidates who ran in this election. It takes courage to put yourself out there, and it is no easy feat. Thank you to the outgoing council members for your service over the last 4 years, with a special thanks to former council member, former Mayor Gleam Davis. I look forward to serving alongside all of my colleagues up here on the dais. Congratulations and thank you, Mayor Negretti. I believe that we will all work together collaboratively towards a more equitable, inclusive, and sustainable Santa Monica. Yes, we have big problems before us, and with the incoming federal administration, we'll have even more work to do to protect vulnerable people in our community, including but not limited to immigrants, LGBTQ+ folks, Black and Brown folks, and women, and we'll need to ensure that we are a safe place for all. But Santa Monica has been through difficult times before, and I know that this council can and will do the work to get us through what lies ahead. I'm also excited to work with Supervisor Horvath's office and all of our colleagues across the West Side to address the regional issues that we are facing. I cannot possibly list every person I want to thank because I want to get us out of here before the morning. But there are a few folks I need to mention by name, including 2 people who are no longer with us, who showed me what it truly means to live by Santa Monica values, Joanne Levitt and Beth Lederpack. I want to thank former Mayor Judy Abdo for being an incredible trailblazer, a mentor, and for being a key part of my support network, including when I was temporarily displaced and she let me live in her home. I want to thank Abby Arnold for being the first person to suggest I should consider putting myself out there to serve on the Santa Monica City Council many years ago. My best friend, Zach Geidzik, who is the reason I came down to Santa Monica in the first place, so you can either thank him or blame him. That's up to you. Most of all, I want to thank my friends and family, especially my parents, Ina and Gennady, Ina and Gennady, who are here you don't have to stand up, Dad, who, with a 6-year-old in tow, left the lives they knew to come to a new country where they didn't know the language, with dreams of a better life and more opportunities for themselves and for me. Without their sacrifices, their love and support, I would not be here today. Thank you. Спасибо. Я вас люблю.
Councilmember Raskin.
Well, first and foremost, to my fellow council members, those who have been here before, those who are just elected, thank you for all your support through this election season. I want to start off, first of all, by recognizing the friends, family, and neighbors who have been affected by the Franklin fire over the past 24 hours and say that our city extends our thoughts and best wishes to everyone who's been affected by that. We're living in an age when fire is a new reality, and our city extends its full support to you. I want to extend my deep thanks to Gleam Davis, Phil Brock, Christine Parra, and Oscar De La Torre for their service to the community. These are 4 people who deeply, deeply care about our community and have served our city. And Gleam especially, 16 years on council. None of us can match it thanks to term limits, but what you've contributed to our city has been absolutely tremendous. Supporting affordable housing, supporting a better life for renters has been a tremendous service to our community. I want to congratulate our newly elected mayor, Lana Negrete, and newly elected mayor pro tem, Carolyn Tarosis. Congratulations to the newly elected college board members,
school board members, and rent board members. There are so many people I would like to thank. We don't have time to mention all of them, but I do want to mention a few people specifically. It's my wife, Kay, who supported me unconditionally on this journey. Thank you. And your commitment to helping and uplifting others in the community has truly been an inspiration to me. I want to thank my parents who have sacrificed so much to give me the opportunity to get where I am today. And to my teachers and mentors and all who have helped me on this journey, thank you. I ran for city council to make our city more affordable, more inclusive, and more sustainable. I promise to work on behalf of all Santa Monicans, and I invite all of you to reach out to me. Let's talk about the issues that matter to you. And I look forward to the good work that we can accomplish over the next few years, and I look forward to the journey ahead. Thank you all for entrusting me and all of us to lead this city, and I look forward to what's going to be a lot of hard work, but it's going to be good.
I want to turn it over to Councilmember Zwick. Do you have anything to say?
Is my mic working?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have anything prepared. I'm thankful for those who I was able to serve with and learn from over the last 2 years. And this is a young council with relatively little experience, but I'm happy to extend that which I have to each of you as you get oriented. I trust in the integrity and dedication of each one of you, and I know that we will work together on behalf of this city and everyone who lives here. Thank you.
And last but not least, Mayor Pro Tem, Vice Mayor Carolyn Teresis.
Well, this night is about, honoring our outgoing council members and celebrating our incoming council members. So I don't really want to make it about me, but I do just want to say that as we step into this new leadership formation, I think all of us can agree that we stand committed to the values of Santa Monica that the previous council has established: clean and safe, addressing homelessness, economic growth and cultural vitality, justice, equity, and diversity in a sustainable and connected city. We all believe in doing what's best for our city, and I think we're all going to remain committed to that. And I want to say I'm really proud to participate on a council that I think embodies a representative, multiracial democracy that's going to fight for the voices of folks who have been squarely harmed and marginalized by government, to put our resources towards those who need our support. And so I'm looking forward to directing our resources in a way that makes sense for all of us in our community, especially our small businesses, our workers, our renters, and working to build housing so that people can live where they work. So thank you all so much.
Okay, the city clerk will now give the results of the random seat selection, and then we will take a council photo. And while she's doing that, I just wanted to thank my mother, who drove a couple hours, and all my family member who's here. Thank you, Mom and Uncle Vic and Aunt Kathy, my cousins, for finding that apartment on 4th and Ashland and raising our family here in Santa Monica. We're almost done, I promise. Now, the question is, does it go?
Who has, I'm sorry? No, you just open them all up.
Jesse was wondering if I know.
Who has number 3? Oh, you still where you were. Okay, who has seat number 4? Councilmember Hall, if you could move here, please. And then you're 5. And you switch with Natalia.
And I'm 6.
Oh, so you guys just go.
Oh, you can't be 6.
Or is that 9?
It's 9.
Okay.
Sorry,
9?
the line underneath.
Oh, I guess because it starts from over there, yeah.
We'll leave the cranes here.
Okay, and then seat number, oh, then you must have it. Okay, you stay there and Natalia, you're I'm sorry, Councilmember Reserve.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna need a bigger wall. Egg. And I need to buy more fries. I love the rainbow. This is the one, yeah, West Hollywood. I'll tell you the funny bit.
It's a lot of men on this side of me. It's like, I know. We need like, you guys gotta like switch around. Can we do boy, girl, boy, girl?
Do you have any adjournments this evening?
Do you want me to start or do you? Oh. Okay, we have 2 adjournments this meeting. If, Councilmember Trosas, go ahead and start with yours.
Great. So I believe we've come to adjournments. And when we adjourn this meeting, I want to adjourn in memory of Christopher Purcell. It's with deep sadness that we adjourn the meeting in honor of our colleague. Christopher Purcell, a CCS leader at Memorial Park, collapsed at work on Tuesday, November 12th. And despite the best life-saving efforts by our on-site staff and responding fire department personnel and EMTs, he was not able to be revived from cardiac arrest. Chris started working for the city of Santa Monica in the Community Recreation Division as a part-time community and cultural services leader in December 2023, working out of the beloved Cove Skate Park at Memorial Park. Although only working for the city for a short period, Chris had been a member of the Cove Skate Park since the park opened in 2005 and was an avid skater. In fact, he was the first official member of the skate park when it first opened almost 20 years ago. Since that time, Chris participated in many skate competitions held at the Cove as both a participant and a judge. He was very well known amongst the local skate community and was a great advocate for the Cove Skate Park and passionate for the sport of skating, inspiring all ages, beginners and advanced skaters alike with his love for the sport. Chris was a graduate from Brentwood High School and UC Berkeley, where he studied cognitive science. Prior to working for the city of Santa Monica, Chris worked as an embedded systems developer for companies such as Mattel and Disney. Chris is survived by his mom, dad, and 2 brothers, his city rad colleagues, and a loving skate park community who will miss him dearly, and our condolences to the entire city family.
We are also adjourning this meeting in the memory of Joyce Steers, who is the mother of a city employee, Benjamin Steers. It is with profound sadness retired lifeguard Captain Nick Steers, his son Benjamin, and his daughter Julianne report the passing of their wife and mother, Joyce Borenstein Steers. She died peacefully on November 25th at St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica. A native of Detroit, Joyce moved to California for the end of high school before earning her degree from the University of Arizona and UCLA. She dedicated her career to special education and was an active volunteer with the Santa Monica PTAs, playing a key role in the district's music showcase, Stairway of the Stars, for 8 years. In addition to her work with music programs, Joyce inspired younger generations by volunteering at the UCLA Ocean Discovery Center. Joyce had an enduring passion for learning and never stopped. She successfully ran her own craft and specialty food business, became an expert in gardening, honed her culinary skills, and was a devoted practitioner of Pilates for many decades. Throughout their 50-year marriage, Joyce and Nick, often accompanied by their family, traveled extensively around the globe, visiting all 7 continents, including remarkable journeys to Southern Africa, the Galapagos, Antarctica, and the Netherlands. Joyce meticulously planned each adventure, reflecting her love for exploration. She will be missed by many and remembered for her keen interest in people and positive approach to life. Her warmth, kindness, and unwavering spirit left an indelible mark on all who had the privilege of knowing her. And with that, our meeting is adjourned, and I want to just say, keep it sassy, Santa Monica.